So today let's do exercise 8.1 and our question is list 5 rational numbers between minus 1 and 0. Our first question is minus 1 and 0. So first you have to write these numbers or these integers in the form of rational numbers. For example, you can write this minus 1 in the form of rational number as minus 5 by 5. Here I am taking 5. You can take any other number like minus 4 by 4, minus 3 by 3, minus 7 by 7, anything you can take. Okay, but I am taking here minus 5 by 5. Now how will you write then 0? So while writing this 0, its denominator should be also the same. That means here I have taken 5 as the denominator. So here also it should be the same. So it should be 5. So 0 equal to dash by 5 means it will be 0 by 5. Okay. So I have taken minus 1 as minus 5 by 5 and 0 as 0 by 5. So here if I have taken instead of minus 5 by 5, if I have taken minus 4 by 4 means for 0 you will be taking 0 by 4. Okay, that's the thing you have to keep in mind. So in this way I have converted this integers into rational numbers, that is minus 5 by 5 and 0 by 5. Now I have to find 5 rational numbers between minus 1 and 0. That means I have to find 5 rational numbers between minus 5 by 5 and 0 by 5. It's very easy. Okay, minus 5 by 5 and 0 by 5. How will you write the numbers in between them? You know that minus 5 by 5, next number will be minus 4 by 5, next will be minus 3 by 5, next will be minus 2 by 5, next will be minus 1 by 5, and the next will be 0 by 5. Okay, I have already found 4 rational numbers, but in the question it's asked to find 5 rational numbers. For that I am again taking 2 rational numbers and finding the numbers in between them. For that I am taking minus 4 by 5 and minus 3 by 5. So in order to find rational numbers between these minus 4 by 5 and minus 3 by 5, we have to make their denominators the same. Okay, so it's already the same, but we cannot find any rational numbers in between them further. So we have to make their denominators again equal using the next number. That means it will be, we can make their denominators 10. Okay, so for that you have to multiply both numerator and denominator by 2. Okay, that is, you can multiply minus 4 by 5 into 2 into 2. Okay, so here you can see it will become 10 and here minus 8. Similarly, this minus 3 by 5, how will you write it? You can multiply both numerator and denominator using 2 and then you will get 10, and what is minus 3 into 2? Minus 6. Okay, so you have replaced this minus 4 by 5 with minus 8 by 10 and minus 3 by 5 with minus 6 by 10. Okay, now you have to find rational numbers between minus 8 by 10 and minus 6 by 10 instead of minus 4 by 5 and minus 3 by 5. Okay, how will you find minus 8 by 10 and minus, what will be the next? Minus 7 by 10 and next will be minus 6 by 10. Okay, that means here minus 8 by 10 means what? Minus 4 by 5. And what is minus 6 by 10 means? Minus 3 by 5. Okay, so you have found out the rational numbers between minus 4 by 5 and minus 3 by 5. What is that? Minus 7 by 10. Minus 7 by 10. Okay, so you have found out the fifth rational number also. So what are the rational numbers that you have found out? It's minus 4 by 5. Now in between minus 4 by 5 and minus 3 by 5, what you have found out? it's minus 7 by 10. So you can write minus 7 by 10 and minus 3 by 5 and minus 2 by 5 and minus 1 by 5. So how many numbers? 5 numbers. So this is the answer for first question. Okay, that is, first you have found out 4 rational numbers, then you can take any 2 rational numbers and make their denominators the same, and then you have to find out the rational numbers between them. In this way you can find as many rational numbers you need. Okay, so this is the answer for first question. Now let's see the second one. Question is minus 2 and minus 1. Let's do that. Here also suppose I am taking minus 1. Suppose I am taking here minus 1 as minus 5 by 5. Okay, so I have already told, if I am taking minus 1 as minus 5 by 5, then here next one is minus 2. Here also the denominator should be the same, that is, it should be 5. So if I am taking the denominator as 5, means you know that minus 10 by 5 is equal to minus 2. Okay, so in this way you have to take minus 1 and minus 2. Understand? That is how you are getting this minus 10 by 5. If I am taking minus 1 as minus 5 by 5, then minus 2 means what? It's equal to minus 2 by 1. Okay, so here the denominator is 5. Since the denominator is 5 here, you have to multiply both with 5. Then only in the denominator you will get 5. So when you multiply both sides with 5, then you will get minus 10 by 5. Okay, in this way you are taking this minus 2 as minus 10 by 5. Okay, so you have to find the rational numbers between minus 2 and minus 1. That means minus 2 you have replaced it with minus 10 by 5 and minus 1 you have replaced with minus 5 by 5. So now it's very easy. That is minus 10 by 5 less than minus 9 by 5. Next will be minus 8 by 5. Next will be minus 7 by 5. Minus 6 by 5. Minus 5 by 5. So how many numbers you have got? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 numbers. Now again you need one more rational number. For that you can take any 2 rational numbers and find the numbers in between. I am taking these 2. That is, I am going to find rational numbers between minus 9 by 5 and minus 8 by 5. So you cannot find any rational numbers further in between this. So for that we can again convert their denominators as the same. For that you need to multiply both, or you can make the denominators of both these rational numbers as 10. Okay, in order to make the denominator as 10, you have to multiply with 2. Okay, if you are multiplying the denominator with 2, means you have to multiply the numerator also. Then it will become 10 by minus 18 or minus 18 by 10. Okay, now what about this minus 8 by 5? Here also denominator should be 10. That means into 2. So here also into 2. So it will become minus 16 by 10. Okay, so you have converted minus 9 by 5 as minus 18 by 10 and minus 8 by 5 as minus 16 by 10. Now you can find the rational numbers between them. How? That is, now you have to find the rational numbers between minus 9 by 5 and minus 8 by 5 means what? Minus 18 by 10 and minus 16 by 10. So what is the rational number which is between minus 18 by 10 and minus 16 by 10? It is minus 17 by 10. Okay, so you have found the fifth rational number. Fifth rational number will be minus 17 by 10. That is, the first one was, what is the first one? First one is this one, that is minus 9 by 5. Okay, so let's write it. Minus 9 by 5. Now in between minus 9 by 5 and minus 8 by 5, what is that? 17 by minus 17 by 10. Okay, now less than, what is next? Minus 8 by 5. Okay, now what is next? You can see it's minus 7 by 5 and minus 6 by 5. Okay, that is minus 7 by 5 and minus 6 by 5. So you have found out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 rational numbers. So this is the answer. Now let's see the third one. Minus 4 by 5 and minus 2 by 3. This is our third question. Here you can see that their denominators are different. Their denominators are different, you have to make them the same. For that, what you have to do? That is minus 4 by 5, its denominator is 5. But minus 2 by 3, its denominator is 3. So in order to make them the same, you have to multiply this with the denominator of the second, that is 3. Denominator of the second is 3. So since you are multiplying the denominator, you have to multiply the numerator also. So what will you get? Minus 4 into 3 is minus 12 and 5 into 3 is 15. Okay. Now for the second one, what you have to do? You have to multiply the second rational number with the denominator of the first, that is 5. Okay, so both sides you have to multiply. In this way you have to make the denominators the same. So here you will get minus 10 by 15. Okay. So instead of finding rational numbers between minus 4 by 5 and minus 2 by 3, you can find the rational number between minus 12 by 15 and minus 10 by 15. Okay, so what is that rational number? Minus 12 by 15, minus 11 by 15, minus 10 by 15. So this is the one rational number, that is minus 11 by 15. So minus 12 by 15 means what? It's actually what? Minus 4 by 5. Okay, minus 11 by 15, and minus 10 by 15 is actually what? Minus 2 by 3. So you have found out one rational number, that is minus 11 by 15. Now in order to find more rational numbers, you can find rational numbers between these numbers, that is these numbers. Let's take the first case, that is let's find the rational numbers between minus 4 by 5 and minus 11 by 15. Okay, so here also you can see that the denominators are different, so you have to make the denominators the same. Okay, so suppose I am making the denominators as 45. Okay, suppose I am making denominators as 45. You can make any denominators. While taking the or while making the denominators the same, you should always note that it should be a common multiple for both 5 and 15. Okay, here it's 5 and here it's 15. So the common denominator which you are choosing should be a common multiple for both 5 and 15. So I am taking it as 45, because in the multiplication table of 5 you can see 45, as well as in the multiplication table of 15 you can see 45. So in order to make this 5 as 45, you have to multiply it with 9. So both sides I am multiplying it with 9, so that I will get the answer as minus 36 by 45. Okay. Now what about minus 11 by 15? Minus 11 by 15. In order to make the denominator 45, I have to multiply it with 3. So I'll multiply numerator also with 3. So I will get the answer as minus 33 by 45. Okay. Now you can find rational numbers between these two. That is minus 36 by 45 and minus 33 by 45. So what is next number after minus 36? That is minus 36 by 45. Next number will be minus 35 by 45, and next number will be minus 34 by 45, and the next number will be minus 33 by 45. So what is minus 36 by 45? Actually, it's actually minus 4 by 5. And what is actually minus 33 by 45? It's minus 11 by 15. Okay. So you have found out two more rational numbers. That means 2, 3. 3 rational numbers in total you have found out. So first you have found out rational number between minus 4 by 5, minus 4 by 5 and minus 2 by 3, and it was minus 11 by 15. So let's write it first. Okay, this is the first thing that you have found out. And again in this step you can see again you have found out two rational numbers between minus 4 by 5 and minus 11 by 15. Okay, minus 11 by 15, and it was minus 35 by 45 and minus 34 by 45. That is in between minus 4 by 5 and minus 11 by 15 you have found out two rational numbers, that is minus 35 by 45 and minus 34 by 45. Okay, and again minus 11 by 15 less than minus 2 by 3. So in total you have found 3 rational numbers, but you are asked to find 5 rational numbers. So let's do the remaining. Now let's take these two numbers, that is minus 11 by 15 and minus 2 by 3, and let's find the numbers in between them. Also you have to make the denominators the same. Okay, for that you have to choose a common multiple for both 3 and 15. Here also I am taking the common multiple as 45. Okay, so in order to make this minus 11 by 15 as 45, you need to multiply the denominator with 3. So you have to multiply both sides with 3. So what will you get? Minus 33 by 45. Now what about minus 2 by 3? In order to make the denominator 45, you have to multiply with 15. So both sides I am multiplying with 15. So in the answer I will get minus 30 by 15. Okay. Now you have to find rational numbers between minus 33 by 45 and minus 30 by 15. That means what you have to do, minus 33 by 45. What will be the next? Minus 32 by 45, and the next minus 31 by 45. Okay, minus 30 by 45. Here also it's 45, not 15. Okay, so you have found out two new numbers, that is fourth number and the fifth number. Okay, now let's write the total numbers. That is, here you have already found out three numbers, that is minus 35. Let's write it. Minus 35 by 45, minus 35 by 45, minus 34 by 45. Next one is minus 11 by 15, minus 11 by 15, and the next one is in between this 11 and 15 as well as minus 2 by 3 we have found out two numbers. What is that? Minus 32 by 45 and minus 31 by 45. So these are the 5 rational numbers. Okay, in between minus 4 by 5 and 2 by 3. Okay, now let's do the last question. Minus 1 by 2 and 2 by 3. So here also you can see that denominators are different, so you have to make them the same. For that, first number is minus 1 by 2. So in order to make their denominators the same, I am multiplying both numerator and denominator with the denominator of the second rational number, which is 3. So what will you get? Minus 3 by 6. Now for the second one, that is 2 by 3, you have to multiply both numerator and denominator with the denominator of the first, that is 2. So you will get 4 by 6. Okay. So now you have to find rational numbers between minus 3 by 6 and 4 by 6 instead of minus 1 by 2 and 2 by 3. So it's very easy. That is minus 3 by 6. What will be the next? Minus 2 by 6. And the next one will be minus 1 by 6. And the next one will be 0 by 6. Next 1 by 6. 2 by 6. 3 by 6, 4 by 6. Okay, now you can write any 5 numbers, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can write this 5 numbers or 5 rational number which is between minus 1 by 2 and 2 by 3. You can write any 5 rational numbers. Okay, in this way you will get the answers.